time seems to stretch, then snap back with violent force. You do not wait for the guards to close the distance. You do not wait for the master spell to complete. Snap. The sound is sharp, like a whip cracking in a vacuum. The lightning that dances across the wet floor obeys your silent command instantly. It surges upward, seeking the highest conductivity in the room, the plate armor of the 6 charging warriors. There is no scream. There is only the sickening smell of cooked flesh and the blinding flash of white-hot electricity coursing through steel. The guards freeze mid-stride, their bodies rigid, eyes rolling back as the current fries their nervous systems in a millisecond. Then, like sacks of grain, they collapse heavily to the stone floor, smoke rising from their joints and visors dead before they hit the ground. 6 elite warriors, 6 seconds of life left. Maybe less efficiency is a cruel mercy. Before the bodies have finished twitching, you flick your wrist. Your kai flows out like a tidal wave, invisible but potent. It washes over the chains binding the slaves, the heavy iron locks etched with runes of suppression, suddenly turn dull and gray. The magic within them shatters with a collective clatter. Dozens of shackles fall open, dropping useless to the floor. The slaves stare at their free wrists, then at you, stunned into silence. You pull the iron key close to your chest, intensifying the cage of lightning around it until it hums with a deafening buzz, bright enough to cast harsh shadows on the cavern walls. You lock eyes with the master. I can, and will, simply destroy this key. You warn, your voice calm despite the storm around you. I will reduce it to atoms with a mere thought. You are correct. This is not a negotiation. This is self-preservation on your part. You draw a breath, and when you speak again, your voice is no longer just yours. It is amplified by Kai, booming with the resonance of many voices layered together, shaking the very dust from the ceiling. I have no interest in a fight! The imbalance you have caused must be corrected, hence my presence here. I did not choose to be here. I was somehow sent. So here I am. The echo fades, leaving a ringing silence in its wake. The master stands frozen on his dais, his staff still raised, the crimson light pulsing erratically. He looks at his dead guards, he looks at the freed slaves, who are now backing away toward the exits, emboldened by your power. He looks at the key, hovering inches from destruction in your electric grasp. His expression shifts from rage to something far more dangerous, calculated desperation. He slowly lowers his staff. The crimson light dims, though it does not vanish. Send, he repeats, his voice quiet now, stripped of its earlier grandeur. You claim to be an agent of fate, a correction. He takes a step forward, ignoring the freed slaves, ignoring the corpses of his men, his black eyes bore into yours. If you destroy that key, the gate collapses. The energy release will vaporize this entire mountain range. You, me, the slaves, the forest, all of it gone. Is that your idea of balance, monk? Mutual annihilation. He spreads his hands, a gesture of false surrender. You say you were sent. Then surely, whatever sent you understands the stakes. The gate must open. But perhaps it does not need to open this way. He gestures to the slaves. Release them! Fine, let them go. They are of no further use to me if the key is in hand. But you must bring the key to the gate, not to destroy it, to stabilize it. He leans forward, his voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper that somehow carries across the room. Help me open it correctly, and I will give you what you want. Peace, balance. No more slavery. No more war. Just order. Refuse, and we both die in the explosion. Those are your options. Destroy the key and kill everyone, or trust me and save the world. The slaves are hesitating near the tunnel exits, looking back at you. They are free to run, but they are waiting to see if you will accept his deal or blow them all up. The master waits, his hand resting lightly on his staff, ready to strike or bargain depending on your next move. What would you like to do next? Call his bluff and threaten the key again. Demand he leave the cavern first as a sign of good faith. Order the slaves to flee immediately while you hold the line. Or agree to approach the gate under strict conditions.